It is clear to me that the only way to move forward is without Supervisor Fletcher on this board.
The calls are growing louder and louder for County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher to step down immediately. This comes amid accusations of sexual assault and harassment from a former MTS employee. And because of this, the County Board of Supervisors will hold an emergency meeting tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Wale Aliyu.
And I'm Kimberly Hunt. Tomorrow's emergency meeting for the Board of Supervisors has only one item on the agenda. It will hold a vote of no confidence for Supervisor Fletcher and seek his immediate resignation. This is a bit of a reversal from last week, where some supported his resignation following his inpatient treatment. Fletcher, a Marine veteran, has checked into an out-of-state treatment center related to combat PTSD, childhood trauma, and alcohol abuse. And many local leaders are now calling for his immediate resignation. And that includes Supervisor Chairwoman Nora Vargas, who today called for Fletcher's immediate stepping down. ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is joining us live with what we can expect at tomorrow's meeting. Rachel?
Hi, Kimberly. The board does not have the authority to force Supervisor Fletcher to step down, but more than anything, the supervisors are hoping to send a strong message. As you mentioned, Chairwoman Nora Vargas will introduce that resolution. She is the latest elected official to publicly call for Fletcher to step down. During a news conference this morning, Vargas said it's important for the board to move forward with the business of the county. Now, if Fletcher resigns immediately, she says the board can either fill the vacancy for the unexpired term by appointment until someone is elected during a special election, or just hold the special election now. The only way Fletcher can be removed from office is if a recall vote is held. Fletcher is in an out-of-state treatment center for post-traumatic stress, trauma, and alcohol abuse. It's unclear what type of outside communication is allowed, but Vargas says there is no reason to put this off.
Supervisor Fletcher is not here and not available to respond to questions and concerns brought up by the public and media about his actions. I feel that we need to move forward with the limited information that we have now.
Supervisor Jim Desmond has been calling for Fletcher's resignation since the sexual harassment lawsuit against him became public. Desmond says Fletcher should not be getting treatment on the taxpayer's dime. Based on his roughly $205,000 salary, Fletcher will make around $21,000 if he keeps his job until May 15th. And again, tomorrow morning's meeting will begin at 9, and the public is encouraged to attend. Reporting live at the County Admin Building, Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
The calls against Nathan Fletcher don't just include his resignation. One group is asking that Fletcher have any guns that he may own taken away. Earlier today, we spoke with Michael Schwartz with the San Diego County Gun Owners Political Action Committee. And he claims that City Attorney Mara Elliott has issued gun violence restraining orders against others on mere accusations. And this is a civil case, we should add. He believes if the public has to endure them, then so should Fletcher.
Well, we want Mara Elliott, who's shown that these things are horribly damaging, so damaging that she doesn't want to even put one on one of her friends. So we're asking for the general public to have the same consideration and get the same treatment as Supervisor Nathan Fletcher. It shouldn't just be for Mara Elliott's political friends. We should all get that same courtesy. Stop issuing gun violence restraining orders. You don't need them to remove firearms from criminals.
And to be clear, Schwartz is not usually in favor of any gun violence restraining orders at all. He says his intention is to show how subjective the city is when referring them. In fact, City Attorney Mara Elliott sent us a copy of the letter that her office sent to Schwartz in response to this call, and it reads in part, "My office diligently investigates each referral for a GVRO to guard against allegations that are unsupported by evidence or motivated by animus or opportunism. And the law does not presume that an individual who is seeking treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder be a threat to himself or others." And it bears clarifying now that Nathan Fletcher is not being accused of any threatening or retaliatory responses to the allegations of sexual harassment. As a military veteran, he would have been trained with weapons, but ABC 10 News has no information whether he currently owns guns. And again, tomorrow's Board of Supervisors emergency meeting is open to the public. It is set to start at 8:15 right here at the County Administration Building. But that does it for us right now. We're going to send it back up to you in the studio, Wale.